Can you feel the love tonight? Hey, what's going on, conscious leader? Welcome to the Heaven on Earth weekly forecast. We are at the 17th of June until the 23rd of June. Summer solstice coming up, but first we start off that week with our full moon in Sagittarius, giving us hope and optimism, and yes, we can do it. We can go so far. Oh my God, it has been such an intense week. How was it for you? Oh my God, it was so intense. It was about the balance between home and work, and about your emotions, and about coming home to your true self. And can you let come spirit in? And can you let go of all the old conditioning? And, how have you been straining? Mars came conjunct that North Node, asking us to act more from a feminine way. Then Mercury came along over that North Node, trying to figure out what does this all mean. And it was chattery. It was blah, 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 blah. Because whenever North Node and Mercury, every planet that comes on a North or South Node, it just gets, it becomes more. And we have already so much Gemini energy, which is very talkative. I bet this week for you was, past week was about talking, about figuring out. It was just tension. And I do think that still continues with Venus still in Gemini, and we're finishing up the Gemini. So the last things that need to be set will be set. But with that full moon in Sagittarius, man, it's just like belief systems again. How far can you go? And what is the truth? What's the facts? And versus where do you want to go to? What new things do you want to explore? And I think this full moon in Sagittarius is really about making the impossible possible. It is about releasing that, letting it out into the open, letting it out into surrender, because we have Jupiter there, and it's sextiling the whole week with Saturn, and Saturn is sextiling over to freaking Neptune. That Neptune is gonna come also in so many aspects that it's a big player. It's foggy, or those who want to see will see, and those who don't will not. That's the whole thing here. I'm telling you, those who are doing the work, those who are, just understanding more and more, those who are awakening. By the way, we have this event coming up in London, Awake. It's called Awake for a reason, for conscious leaders. This is a full day spiritual immersion. I'll be teaching astrology there. There's also mindfulness, there's also yoga. It's just gonna be so freaking awesome, and it's gonna be on the summer solstice. When the sun is in Cancer, we feel the best. Why do you think that, the sun is in Cancer when it's at its highest position? Cancer is all about feeling good. It's about knowing our self-image. It's about feeling comfortable, feeling home, and it's the energy that flows. Because that's when we're home, when we can truly come from within and from the home. Whew. And so, first, let me start with that full moon, okay? This is every wish that you have, every goal that you have, you go for it. You have reestablished we have Uranus in Taurus, we got Venus there, we had the sun there, we had like all these planets, Mercury and Gemini, figuring things out. We know what it means to be home. We know what our new values are. We have gathered new stuff, new spiritual values. We have this new us in Chiron and Aries. It's all redefining. It's the beginning. Can you feel it? How this is all changing? And it's like, there's change. There's so much change. People are changing. People are moving. People are going forward. And there's people staying backward and holding back and denying and being resisting And it's just like, it's becoming bigger and bigger. The difference is so big between the people who are changing, the people who stay. And those people who are changing and can go along with the flow, that's that Neptunian aspect to the north node, to the south node, to Jupiter. It's explore, it's expand your belief systems beyond what you even imagine what is possible. But it can also trigger fears. It can also trigger delusion. If you go too far, if you push it too far, if you step into ego, and if you don't surrender. I'm telling you, listen to me. This is about those who want to see, will see. And the thing is, by the end of the week, when we got that Jupiter, Venus, and Neptune square, tri-square, this is the third time we have this. First with Mercury, then with the Sun. This is about surrendering and not knowing how it will look. It's not going to be how you think it will look. That's the whole thing. We got so much hope, so much optimism, and especially with the moon in Aquarius coming, then you'll see it. Then you'll know it. But it's about surrendering it, because it will never be the way you think it is. That's the beauty of it. So that's how this week is going to be like. So first, Monday, Tuesday, boom. Not Tuesday. Let me say Sunday, Monday. So when we're doing this forecast, this is pretty optimistic. We got the moon on Jupiter. I can feel that. It's like, poof, it's exploding. It's like, I'm so optimistic. Maybe it's a good thing, because this is really hopeful week. In comparison to the whole previous week, what the fuck was that? But now, if you've done the work, if you communicated what you needed to communicate, if you really established your values together with your partner, together with the projects you have, done. Cool. Now, this is that moon in Sag asking you, expand, explore, learn new things, accept new cultures, and just be hopeful about it. Then, it's going to be like 2 days of like real intensity. Like Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be that moon. It's going to come into Capricorn. And all of a sudden, like, boom, we land and it's like heavy again. But if we do it right, if we really, take momentum with that optimistic energy and just explore all the capabilities that there are, all the possibilities that we can have, and just surrender and just go with that hope. And those who see they will see. Those who want to see will see. If you are in that mode, well, then that moon in Capricorn, I think you can get some shit done. You can get some really serious opportunities if you do it with that home in yourself, caring for your emotions. I did an Instagram live at the Leo Mystic Instagram, all about what it means to come home. And basically, without going too much in detail, this is about honoring every emotion that you have, honoring the negative emotions. Negative doesn't even exist. We make it positive, we make it negative, right? But it's about honoring those emotions that pull us down and that can truly show us what's going on. And we then are going to have moon on Wednesday. Is it on Wednesday? I think it is on Wednesday. Yeah, it's on Wednesday. Coming on Saturn and Pluto. Now, this is heavy. This is serious. This is pulling us down. That's where you'll have those feelings. That's where you'll have the tendency to go back, and we'll check in and see, for instance, if you were super opportunistic and like, I have to grind, I have to get it. If you're super authoritative, that can come back. But this is about seeing that, feeling that, knowing that. Just the last check-in before that, sun, moon, full moon, it's not gonna happen anymore. With Jupiter in its home sign, sextile over to Saturn, square over to Neptune. This is a big opportunity for you guys. It's never gonna happen again until like 12 years. So we got it. Saturn and Neptune in its home sign, Saturn in its home sign, Jupiter in its home sign. Like, we're never going to see this again, ever. So fuck, to just take that opportunity. And that moon in Capricorn is giving us an opportunity to really tap into all the old traditions, you know, where you have belief systems about strain, about, you know, that things have to be in a certain way, that it has to be structured, and you know, forcing your will versus going into your emotions. It's your last check-in. It's heavy, but it's a check-in. Because then the moon comes into Aquarius. And that moon in Aquarius will make a sextile over to Jupiter. And that is, my friends, the biggest wishes, hopes, and dreams, getting intuitive hits. And you'll see it. You'll know it. And this is where you take that. And this is where, like, holy shit. This is where we're going to. This is what is possible. Holy shit. It's gonna be beautiful. And it's with other people. It's with community. It's with friends. It's gonna be beautiful. But with that sextile over to Venus in Gemini, in relationships, it's gonna be like, I fucking told you so. So we'll have like people saying like, I fucking told you so. And you know, the know-it-alls. That's where we're kind of like have to, you know, bump into. But that's like, it's not that bad if we can just like let it go. We have at 6:30 Belgian time, European time, CEST, summer solstice, sun coming into Cancer. Whew. Boom, summer's here, baby. This is the longest day of the year. So much light, so much to do, so much to be. And I mean, yes, it's making a hard aspect over to Chiron. Not exact, but it's asking us to be courageous and to step into our power, to step into our leadership, and to act from the gut, to do things spontaneously. And I'll tell you, we're gonna be challenged and gonna be pushed like, I don't know if I want to do this, and like, you know, but that's where our healing is. So whatever gives you fear in that moment, wherever you doubt your self-image, that's where the healing is. On that day of the summer solstice. And it's going to be, that sun is going to come later on in that next week, in that exact square to Chiron. But this is going to be a whole summer chart. So it's important. So yeah, I think that's it. One more thing. When that moon is in Aquarius on Friday and Saturday, it's going to make on Friday, it's going to make a square over to Uranus and Taurus. So there's mutual reception, meaning actually those, well, not entirely, but because the moon really loves Taurus, but it's not at home technically in Taurus, but we got the North Node in Cancer still. Anyway, not too technical. What it means is it is about looking for proof. Holy shit, man. Like, when I tell you we got Jupiter in its home sign, making a square over to Neptune, we got the moon in Aquarius squaring over to Uranus in Taurus, so much like hope and so much wishes that you see and that you'll know, and it's about surrendering it and integrating source. But with that square over, with that moon square over to Uranus and Taurus, this is, listen, I'm telling you, look for proof. Existential proof. Even if it doesn't seem to make any sense, but you're like, oh my God, yes, that. And wherever you look for proof, it's going to ignite that manifestation process, whatever your dreams and goals and hopes are. If you want to help someone, organize a retreat, and there's this, I don't know, you meet someone new, and let's say that you want to help someone getting people in that retreat, and then you look like you get to meet someone new. You're like, see, you gotta look for proof, even when it like instinctively or intuitively it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you just met a new person. What the hell has got to do with the, you know, people making a new retreat? And I don't know if even he or she is like a public speaker or like, I don't know. That's it. It will manifest if you look for proof. You will see the future, and you will start manifesting it from right here and right now. And especially when that moon comes into Capricorn, all those wishes, all those hopes, making the impossible possible. Moon goes into Capricorn, heavy shit, but that's where you get practical and where you get shit done, because we got Jupiter sextile over to Saturn, and that is seeing the bigger picture and knowing what practical steps that need to be taken. Boom, boom, boom. Take care of that energy. Take care of yourselves. Go for it. Whew, I'm so excited about this one. See you next week, Monday, for the Heaven on Earth Daily Forecast. Please subscribe, comment below. What is your wish? What is your hope for this summer? And I'll see you soon. Much love, the Leo Mystic. Peace.